Mean Machine at Kavlauskas. It took me a few years to get that right. Most of you can just call him Vegas. He's fine with that. Before we get to any questions, I just want to congratulate you on, he's going to be a father in February. He's expecting a little boy, so congratulations to you, your first child. Talk about any extra motivation you may need to get ready for a world title, but you and Marcos and the team have worked many, many years to get this chance. It's a chance of a lifetime for you, not only to fight for a world title, but against pound for pound the best fighter in the world. What has kind of been going through your mind as you mentally prepare for this opportunity?
So, hey everybody. Crawford was in my mindset already from June. We started training camp in June, so it was 5-6 months. So every day was just Crawford. So my mindset is good. I'm happy for this fight. When this fight was made officially, I was super happy all day. I was all day smiling. My joy was just everywhere. Because I want to fight the best, and we're fighting in the mecca of boxing. So it's double the joy.
And when you say 5-6 months in training camp, everyone's like, whoa. You know what I mean? But it's not necessarily like you've been sparring for 5 or 6 months to get ready. Take a little bit through your physical preparation.
Yeah, so we started from June, but we started light. We don't push it a lot, but still all the tactics, everything was about how Crawford fights, how his stances. So yeah, in sparring we was having lots of guys, southpaws, orthodox, guys who switch stances. And the training camp was in different periods. There was speed, power, sparring, technique, tactic, all was in this 5-6 months.
And I know when people probably look at your tape and they look at your highlight reel, they see a guy that comes forward, that's wild, he's aggressive, he gets cut sometimes in fights.
I like it.
You like it, I know. So, but there's things that you and Marcos have worked on kind of to tighten up some of those things, because you do have a great jab as well. You work well off jab, you throw it a lot, and 41% of your punches are jabs. So just talk a little bit about technically what needs to happen in order to beat Crawford.
Yeah, going straight ahead to Crawford is not the option, because he's too smart, and he's showing all his last fight that he's smart, and he's smart in the ring. So yeah, we work on my combinations, and we don't want to go very wild at him. So that's it.
I asked everybody else, and I'll ask you as well, what would it mean for you to hear them say a new WBO welterweight champion of the world to your family, to Lithuania?
This is probably going to be the biggest thing for my career, for all the Lithuanian boxing history, because none of our champion was from Lithuania fighting. Even none of us was fighting for the championship. So yeah, this is the biggest deal in my whole boxing career.
Thank you, Mean Machine. We're looking forward to it.
You ain't gonna do shit. And new. You ain't gonna do shit. And new.
Oh shit, bro.
All right. Before.
Kind of like my father.
Before Christina introduces the champion, I just want to. I looked around on the stage here, and look what a worldwide thing boxing is. We have a fighter here, the pride of Ireland, a fighter here, the pride of Russia, a fighter here, the pride of Ghana, a fighter here who was on the Olympic team from Honduras, and a fighter here from Lithuania. And now Christina will introduce the real American from the Midwest, the town of Omaha, Nebraska.
Terry Bud Crawford. All right, go ahead and clap for him. That's fine. He's the champion. He earned all that applause. Bud, for you, I mean, big smile on your face. You know everything that's on the line come Saturday night, but it's got to up the ante a little bit more when you're fighting in a main event, ESPN, a great card, and it's at Madison Square Garden. You fought here before, but doesn't it mean a little something extra to you when you get to fight on this big stage, especially with the Heisman Trophy lead-in coming into your broadcast?
Well, actually, I'm starting to get used to fighting on these big stages, so it's really nothing new to me. This week is going to be a great, spectacular show for myself. I'm real well prepared for whatever he brings to the table, and I'm pretty sure they know that as well.
You talk about your preparation. Obviously with Bomac, who hasn't been calling fights with me lately because he's been in camp with not only you, but Steven and Jamel and Rob and Mo and the whole team and Red Spikes and Saul. How is it just the bond between you guys and working out now with fellow world champs in sparring? You spar them, they spar. How has that helped to build you and prepare you for this moment?
Nothing really changed with me and Bomac or the team. Just iron sharpen iron. You know, we added some more great fighters to the team, but as well as, you know, we pushing each other each and every day in camp. If I'm tired, Mo would start talking to me. Come on, little guy, you tired? And that just motivates each and every one of us to go that extra mile. Either we running, sparring, hitting the bag, everything's a competition when we're in camp.
It seems like a lot of the interviews and leading up to this fight, everybody's asking you about another fight, another fighter, another promoter. But you're here against Igis Kavliauskas. He's your mandatory, and he's not a pushover, and he's undefeated. He's not someone that people should be looking past. Why should people quit thinking about what's ahead and focus on the task at hand right now? Because at the end of the day, this is boxing. Anything can happen.
Well, that's what I tell everybody. I'm not focused on no other opponent besides the opponent that's in front of me. My goal is to make sure I get the victory come this weekend, and that's the only person that I'm focused on right now. Anybody else is just talk. You know, it goes in one ear and out the other. I know he's a great opponent. He's hungry, he's determined, and I'm not taking him lightly by no means.
All right, I'm gonna leave you with the last word in terms of, you know, letting everybody know that's watching us on ESPN Plus right now and everyone else that has the phones out and everything. Why should they either get a ticket, because there are still some tickets available, and join us Saturday, or tune in on ESPN?
Well, everybody should tune in. It's going to be a great night of boxing. We got a lot of great fights this weekend, you know, starting with the rematch of the rematch. You know, this is the third time these guys fighting, you know, so they got a little bad blood going on. Comey and Teofimo, that's a firework fight. You know, Comey might be dancing a little bit if he win again. Teofimo might be hitting the gainers, flipping all over the place. You know, I know that fight is going to be an exciting fight. I know both of them. I've watched them. I know it's going to be a spectacular fight, and I'm looking forward to it myself. And you got the main event. You got somebody that's hungry, determined, motivated. Like you said, you've been training for me since June. You know, we've been training as well. We never out of shape. We never out the gym, as you can see. And I'm looking to go in there and seek and destroy. That's why you should come out, get there early, and support the card this weekend.
It's come a long way, huh, Bob? Anything else you'd like to say, boss, before I give the second information?
I've had a lot of fighters who end up promoters, right?
That's what I'm saying. This guy down
Oscar,
here.
Floyd, he's the next one.
Not yet. You don't want you to go. Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. The weigh-ins are going to take place on Friday. They're going to be broadcasted live on ESPN. That's going to happen at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And then on Saturday night, doors will open here at Madison Square Garden at 5:30 p.m. And the first bell will be at 5:45, streaming live on ESPN Plus. Also, Bob, we do have a press conference on Thursday for on Saturday for Select Media to announce our January, February schedule. So you want to invite everyone to come in at 4:30?
Yeah, particularly there'll be an announcement of first
Don't say it yet,
the card. We have 2 fights shows in January, and then February we have one in China on this fantastic island, Hainan Island, Haikou, great, unbelievable place. Brad Jacobs and I visited it a couple of months ago, and we're making a special price for all press people, which of course doesn't pay for